Ekiti, 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 Ekiti.
Let's go.
It's our road, oh yes, it's our map.
Our
It's God's agenda, our roadmap to recovery. It's our road,
It's our road.
oh yes, it's our map.
It's our map.
It's God's agenda,
It's God's
our roadmap to recovery.
The promise of prosperity is now a reality. Sincerity and dexterity of a new leadership who has redefined Ekiti as the land of honor, refreshed by good governance. Rapid infrastructural development, modernization of agriculture,
Education and human capital development, healthcare services, industrial development, tourism revival. Ekiti, Ekiti.
It's our road, oh yes, it's our map.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
God's agenda, our roadmap to recovery.
With a clear vision driven by sheer passion and gumption, Governor Kayode Fayemi has steered Ekiti along the path of irreversible progress.
Putting smiles on the faces of the people, reclaiming their trust with promises fulfilled.
This is the glad tidings from the land of honor, the land of honor. Ekiti,
Oh yes,
Ekiti.
it's God's agenda.
Kayode Fayemi has done it again. Oh, it's our road,
Oh yes,
it's our map.
it's God's agenda.
Forward ever, backwards never.
The enthralling music of Abolore Akonde, aka Nice, got everyone swinging and jiggling as they reveled and marveled in the warmth and natural beauty of Ikogosi Warm Springs and Resort on Saturday 19th October 2013. It was indeed a carnival of some sort as people from all parts of the state and the country at large gathered to celebrate nature's seventh wonder and indeed be part of history as the performing Governor of Ekiti State commissioned the Phase 1 of the Ikogosi Warm Springs redevelopment and decoration of Ekiti State cultural ambassadors.
That's all. Hey.
It was indeed a beehive of activities and festivities, merriment and enjoyment as guests engaged themselves in one lively way or the other. Popular comedian Oli Malam, who was the master of ceremony, made everyone have a good time indeed as he jabbed out rib-cracking jokes intermittently.
I came here yesterday and I was happy driving because I looked for potholes to get here. I did not see. This road, very beautiful. You can close your eyes and drive. Yes. I spent my night here last night. Ikogosi Warm Spring Resort is very beautiful, but you will have challenges. You know why? When people are supposed to check out of the hotel, they will not check out. It's too comfortable. I've been going to hotels, but this one is different. This is not just a hotel, it's a home out of home. I held the pillow, and my wife didn't know that I didn't miss her too much by missing her. Don't tell her, don't tell her, don't tell her. The pillow is of good quality. I've gone to a hotel in the north. When you put your head like this, 12 midnight, nobody will wake you up. You stand up when I would have finished up for my neck. But this is how it should be. Just 3 hours from Lagos. Before you know it, you are here. And if you want to live long, come and lodge here from time to time. No wonder people in Ekiti, Ikogosi are warm people, because I noticed the source of the water is warm itself. The hospitality level is different. But before I forget, opportunity comes once. It may not be, you know. And if all of this have happened under 3 years, what will happen in the remaining 5 years? Yeah?
There was a welcome address by the Honorable Commissioner for Arts, Culture and Tourism, Chief Ronke Okosoya.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in time past, the road to this resort was impassable in all seasons. The few chalets had no facilities, the pool was decrepit, and there was actually no life, no activity of any sort at this resort. Today, the story has changed. It was at this point where in the world, the resort has VIP chalets, suites, a 300-seat conference hall, an open-air theater, a warm spring swimming pool, among others. I also wish to inform you that the infrastructural development by this administration has become the centerpiece of the tourism development in Ekiti State. It is not surprising, therefore, that on the 5th of July 2013 in Abuja, Ikogosi Warm Springs was adjudged one of the 7 natural wonders in Nigeria.
An award was thereafter presented to Mr. Governor. It was the award of 7 natural wonders of Nigeria, and it was presented by the wife of the governor, Kayode Fayemi, who also is the chairperson, Technical Committee on Arts, Culture and Tourism.
I have the honor of presenting to you the confirmation of the recognition of Ekiti State, which holds the Ikogosi Warm Spring as one of the 7 natural wonders of Nigeria. This is an award that was presented to us by the federal government a couple of months ago, and we felt that this occasion was the appropriate one to make the official presentation to you, Your Excellency. We believe that this is part of the celebration of your legacy. Congratulations.
The zenith of the event was the decoration of the Ekiti State cultural ambassadors. It was prestigious indeed. One after the other, they came to the rostrum for their award. They are all Ekiti State indigents who are making great feats in their chosen field, which is culture and arts. They include veteran artist Peter Patomilola, respected classical theatre practitioner Jimo Aliu, the first Nigerian professor of choreography, Professor Ojo Bakari, wave-making traditional musician Chief Elemure Ogunyemi, ace actress Peju Ogumola, cartoonist and visual arts expert Akin Onikwede, talented juju musician Michael Adedayo Omoshilade, popularly called Michael Ade, one-time best fashion designer in Nigeria Funmi Ajila Ladipo, Nollywood actress Moji Olaya, Boston beautiful Yoruba actress Foluke Daramola, Okimesi Ekiti Born Crystal Awards winner for Best New Artist 2013, Akinade Boye, aka Gaze Baba, rapper and fashion expert Antonia Yetunde Alabi, aka Sasha. The stars joined the governor and his pretty wife for the cutting of the beautifully designed Ikogosi Warm Springs cake. Many stakeholders applauded the resort as a haven to be any time of the day or season.
Without being flattery and with all modesty, I will say that compared to how Ekiti was before, it's a huge difference. And I can say for a sure fact that we have been to the Western world. A place like Ikogosi is one that has made a dramatic and drastic difference and is trying to close the gap between the West and Nigeria, as in the tourism part of Nigeria in Ekiti.
It's my very first time in coming not only to this tourist center, but also my first visit to Ekiti State. And I think you have a world-class facility here. I think that the executive governor ought to be highly commended for having this kind of vision. And it's the potential of this facility, is tremendous. that has the capacity to generate sustainable jobs for the citizens of the state in a number of areas, particularly in the creative industries sector, in terms of food, your different cuisine, your fabric, your culture, all different types, can be incorporated into this facility. It's really a world-class piece of work, and I think that the people of Ekiti should be proud and should really take ownership of it. Okay, I think every effort, should be employed to market this facility, right, for not only Nigerians, but for the rest of Africa and the rest of the world.
From the beginning of this celebration, we will know that many accounts of the stewardship of the governor has been given, from infrastructures to social amenities to security, and it is one of it that we have come here to witness again, the commissioning of Ikogosi Warm Spring. Of a truth, we know this place has been in existence for long, but it has been raised, as in the standard has been raised, to meet up with the tourist standard that for anybody that is going out, that travels a lot, you will know that Ikogosi Warm Spring has been given a befitting status, and that is what we have here. In the government of Governor Fayemi, he has touched every sector of life as far as Ekiti is concerned, and we are very proud of him. We still believe he will do more if he's been given another term.
Ekiti State can be the first choice for people, for relaxation, for adventure, for business in Nigeria. And with Ikogosi is actually the flagship of this tourism development. And you can see what transformation that has taken place in Ikogosi. Before the advent of the Fayemi administration, Ikogosi, nobody came to Ikogosi. Ikogosi was completely forsaken. No facilities, it's been looted, all the facilities scattered out. See what Governor Fayemi has done. Transform Ikogosi to a world standard resort that anyone would love to come to.
One striking thing that catches the fancy of a tourist about Ikogosi Resort is their mystical closeness to nature. Naturalness. That is the word. Everything looked, smelled and sounded clean, green and fresh. One cannot ignore the well-kept lawns and properly groomed flowers. There are well-terraced, interlocked walkways. The roads are well-tarred, bringing out the beauty of the hilly countryside. It is indeed an amazing sight of nature.
Tourism revival, Ekiti, Ekiti.
Oh yes, it's on now. It's Portage and down. Our road to recovery.
Gender equality and women.
The resort is divided into three quarters: the Villa, the Mark G and the JKF. The Villa houses the presidential suites, the governor's lodge and other VIP lodges. The Mark G quarter is the home to the hub of the Ikogosi Resort. It was named after the white priest who discovered the Ikogosi Warm Spring and Resort, Reverend Father Mark G. The JKF quarters is named after the maverick Governor of Ekiti State. Dr. John Kayode Fayemi was transformed the Ikogosi Resort from a rodent and reptile-infested place to an internationally recognized and world-class destination for tourists. The chalet are simply marvelous. Wonderfully crafted wooden stairs lead to the chalets. Beautiful stone walls give the buildings a kind of natural abode. There are the double deluxe rooms, executive rooms, standard executive rooms, and standard rooms. Inside the well-lit rooms are neatly made and comfortable beds for lodgers' delight. Clean, beautiful tiled floors, modern restrooms, DSTV facility and so on. For the rooms, it is luxury all the way. Luxury continues for users of the Villa Quarters, Duplex and Presidential Lodge. Here you meet beautiful houses, well-tended lawns, beautifully tiled staircases and terraces. Inside the Presidential Lodge is presidential indeed. It spells taste and class. In all, there are over 100 rooms at the resort. There are halls where ceremonies, lectures, seminars, and other events take place. One of the halls is the conference center. It is a 500-seater room. It is fully air-conditioned and adequately tiled with modern gadgets for users' comfort and luxury. There is also the Mark G Chapel. This is a 260-seater beautifully structured hall. The security of lives and properties at the resort is of premium importance to the management of the place. It is of this reason that there are capable security personnel on ground, well-lit environs, and up-to-date excellent security cameras, the closed-circuit television, CCTV, strategically placed in all locations in the resort. The general staff strength of the resort is over 100, with 60% being locals and indigenes of Ikogosi town. 25% are from other parts of Ekiti, while the remaining 50% are from other parts of Nigeria.
Taking this place to this level of beauty is a thing that we would forever remember Dr. Kayode Fayemi for in this state many years to come, because for us it's awesome. I like it here a lot. A lot of people have come from, we've had people from all parts of this country, and we've started even having visitors now from abroad, and they love it here. I can assure you, people coming now, walking customers just coming that, oh, we heard about Ikogosi. Ikogosi is a good place, and we are on touch run. One or two things that still need to be corrected, which we are correcting every day. As if you can see, since you've come, you've seen one or two people painting, repainting. Because for this kind of place to remain international standard, you must continuously maintain. You must continuously improve. The town is going to assume a new look very soon, where you have auxiliary and auxiliary businesses, springing up. And in terms of employment, we took into consideration, we've employed lots of people from this locality, Ikogosi, Erinjiyan, in Lawe axis, but mainly Ikogosi people. We've considered them in terms of employment. Yes, there are one or two people who are not from Ikogosi, basically because of the kind of technical gears and specialized and that we could not just say because you are from Ikogosi, come and do this, when you don't have the capacity to do that.
We have a good team, first of all, and what about the culture we have imbibed in everybody that works here is the maintenance culture, which a lot of people lack. So that's one of the ways we make sure and we maintain. We don't wait until things go bad before it's fixed. And we have about 100 staffs presently working, take care of the grass, that takes care of the rooms. Our housekeeping department is functional. We have a laundry department that is equally functional. Our people on grounds too. And as we grow, we're going to employ more people.
Well, first and foremost, I have to thank the Almighty God, the maker of heaven and earth. And two, I have to thank the administration of Dr. Kayode Fayemi, yes, for doing this much in the Ikogosi community. In fact, we have witnessed tremendous development in the areas of, I think you can see things by yourself. Yes, you can see the amphitheater there, the ticketing office, large auditoriums, and so on. Then the community people, they are enjoying in the areas of employment. Yes, the indigenes are employed here.
All these marvelous things are nothing when compared to what a tourist gets as he enters the section where the spring is situated. From afar, one can hear the sounds of the rush of the water. Then, the sight of the cool, gentle, and caressing flow of the water, apparently sneaking its way to yet another destination. Wooden stairs, once again, serve as the walkway to the pool, a world-class swimming pool. The source of water in the swimming pool is the gentle rush of clean, pure, and natural water from the spring. This goes out through another channel. This makes the swimming pool the cleanest in this part of the world because the water is being changed naturally every second. How marvelous! There is also an exquisite bar for tourists who desire having a nice time. Cool music continually blares from the speakers to soothe the nerves of fun seekers. There are also recreation facilities for adults and children alike. The high point for a tourist in the Ikogosi resort is when one takes a walk further down to the meeting point of the warm and cold water. An amazing nature indeed. Ikogosi remains the only place in the world where one can find a spring springing out warm water. No wonder, Ikogosi Warm Springs remains the seventh wonder of the world. Everything was just natural, as virgin nature itself. There is an unmistakable, soothing and calming ambience everywhere. The gentle rush of the waterfall is a spectacular sight to behold. No one actually knows for sure the mystery and miracle behind the spring, which happens to be warm from beneath the ground.
Stories, scientific findings, and so on, even traditional stories attached to the warmness of the water. In the scientific aspect, well, scientists, they say it is as a result of some volcanic activities that is going on beneath the ground where the water is coming from that make it to be warm. In the traditional angle, well, they believe there was once a man that was having two wives. That one of the wives happened to be hot-tempered, the other one was cool-tempered. The hot-tempered one happened to be River Awo, which is the warm spring, and the cool-tempered one is Awele, the cold one. So one day the husband went into the forest to look for animals. So before his arrival, a problem ensued between the two wives. The quarrel now later resorted into heavy fighting. So at a point, the hot-tempered woman, that is Awo, in annoyance went into the source of the warm spring, where the source is now. She fell down there to form the warm spring coming out of the soil. Then the cool-tempered one also, realizing what her fellow someone has done, then she too went into the source of the cold one into the forest. She too had to fall down there to form the warm spring, the cold spring. And when the husband came, he was very surprised. So in annoyance, he too went up hill. He had to fall down there now to form the mountains to protect the two wives. I think you can see the mountains. Yeah. So those are the scientific and the traditional story attached to the warmness of the water.
Little wonder, erudite scholar, renowned poet and literary giant, Professor Niyi Oshundare, had at the opening ceremony of the Ikogosi Graduate Summer School in June 2013, gave a mind-blowing panegyric of Ikogosi Warm Springs.
Mo kí ọ Ikogosi. Olómi lílọ́wọ́ bí orin ìyálẹ̀ta. Olómi títù ní bí àmúrẹ̀ fún ìsàlẹ̀ àmọ̀. Omi ni mọ́sẹ̀ kí ni sì tẹ̀yìn rẹ̀. Mo kí ọ Ikogosi. Ọlọ́kùtà wẹ́rẹ́ òkè ìgbàkì. Òkúta wẹ́wẹ́ wẹ́gún ni lọ́sẹ̀. Ẹ̀dùnmí. Ire ni mo bá tẹ́lẹ̀ fèrè ṣe. Ìtọ́kùnkù yaya lẹ́rọ̀ òkúta. Ọdí gbàràgbùrú ìsàlẹ̀ odò. Omi ni mo tẹ̀. Kí ni sì tẹ̀yìn rẹ̀? Mo bá òsì rẹ̀ bá bàbá bí balabala ilé ìwàrà mọ̀já. Omi tó, omi tá, omi tó tòótó, omi tá tàtá. Èyí wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́ lálẹ́, òjò wàràwàrà òórọ̀. Ọmọ olómi àsun ìsuntí. Mo kí ọ Ikogosi. Omi ni mo tẹ̀. Kí ni sì tẹ̀yìn?
Tourism development is indeed one of the major planks of the Fayemi's 8-point agenda, a transformational agenda that has put Ekiti on the expressway to recovery.
Since Fayemi done the rule, since Fayemi done the rule, Ekiti State done better. Oh yes, since Fayemi done the rule. Dr. Kayode Fayemi, the man of in what where they do as in talk. Anytime, any day, he don't turn Ekiti State to Bodoibo. Education, no, they better every day. Our roads they smooth, they shine like glass. They bring better equipment for farmers, so don't take it walk yo. Our hospitals done better with correct drugs, so it done better. People where they sick, they well one time. Dr. Fayemi.